Dear students, it is the fourth video about the revision phase, and we are covering lesson number 7 and 8. Week 4 basically is all about the writing skills. Fine. In this video, we will cover writing process, pre-writing strategies and techniques, systematic techniques, traditional journalist write questions, webbing and chaining, free writing, understanding your assignment, and jumping on to the control writing. Writing basically is quite systematic thing, process. Let's first we express what is a writing. Writing means to it is a process of encoding of one's feelings, ideas, concepts, problems, issues, sentiments in a specific language, in specific format and structure is called writing. Writing is not the name of scripts and font. Writing is including everything from font identification to fonts till the scholarly expressions and dissertations, reports and books. Writing is all comprised. Fine. And writing process. Writing process is divided into 4 major stages: pre-writing, drafting, revising, editing and proofreading, reading, publishing and presenting. Fine. This word pre-writing means preparation before you start writing, preparation for the writing. As I've expressed in brief, that the very first thing to write about is selection of the topic. Number 2, your audience, that for whom you are writing. Number 3, your purpose of writing. You are writing to educate them, entertain them, guide them, train them, or to persuade them. Fine. That is called purpose. And fourth thing is style, mean what kind of logic, reason, ideas, concept, sentence structures, font, typography, alignment, illustrations, diagrams should be applied. They are the very important things. Their 4 points are very much important. Number 1, selection of topic. Number 2, audience. Number 3, purpose. And number 4, style. Clear? So these things make a difference. So types of writing includes journalistic writing, writing of newspapers, social media writing, advertisement writing, literary writing, fine, dramas and novels and poem and poetry, elegies and many things. Similarly, you find technical report writing, project report writing, instruction manuals. So they all include in writing, but everywhere the topic, audience, purpose and style is different, right? So these points must be kept in mind. First, before you start writing, you should keep in mind the following things: that for writing, everybody must have the knowledge, information. The sources of writing include, number 1, our own experiences, feelings, and emotions and research. They are the four things that are sources of writing. Whatever you want to write about, first you must have information, knowledge, data. What do you want to write about? How do you think and feel about your topic? How you want to approach your topic? What other material notes you might need? How to organize the material, and what kind of audience you are writing for. All these questions can be answered in one way, that you are going to appear in an exam soon. So you have to keep in mind, number one, what are the topics or questions are given. Number two, what is the purpose, your purpose assessment, how much time is given, what kind of information you have to do, fine, and what kind of language you are using. So you are using a different language in writing skills as compared to mathematics or other scientific writings, fine. There are writing techniques that to become or to start writing, there are certain techniques. First techniques are called systematic techniques. Systematic techniques actually are the techniques which are used by the experts, by the scholars, that they apply the target things and guide the students. Okay, you are writing, and they make them how to build up writing blocks, fine. They teach the students how to express that. First they should write definitions, division, classification, clear, comparison and contrast, cause and effect, and process analysis. Let's give me this one. For example, you are writing about memory management system. So you have to write definition. What's a definition? What's a memory? Division and classification. Types of memories. You write about types and memories. Comparison, contrast. That how RAM and ROM and cloud and other memories are different from one another. Cause and effects, clear, and process analysis, that how these things are used. You find it that by applying this way, this is called classic strategy method, which the scholars have taught to the humanity for years. But there are, and these things have definition, division and classification. Examples have been given, and that has been explained very much in the discussion. And you should, when you are reading this video, listening to this video, you must refer to the previous video. Then are traditional journalist questions, that often people don't have a well trained approach towards writing skills. They can start these journalist questions to come up with some logical writing components. You must express who, what, where, when, how, and why. Clear? I gave the example in the previous video about terrorism, that who are the terrorists and what is terrorism and where they do terrorists, fine. And similarly, you can write freelancers. Who are the freelancers, what they do, where, when, how, why, fine. Whenever you answer this, this is called journalist questions, and writing this style is quite handy. Multiple perspective. This is actually advanced writing. For advanced critical writing, the writer puts up questions before him, fine, and then he answers those questions. For example, what is the essence? What is the main objective of this writing? How would you describe it? How does it fit to a larger group or system? In when you uh, are writing a report or a post or a Twitter or something, if you keep in mind these questions, you will be able to write better and innovative, fine. So examples of beginning. Next is mining your intuition. Intuition means, it is called clustering. Intuition means you just think about brainstorming, and whatever comes in your mind, you start taking hints, making clustering and webs, and then you start writing. This is called brainstorming. The points of brainstorming are: set a specific time limit. There is a question, free writing, fine. Set a specific time limit. use plenty of blank paper, select a word, phrase or idea to continue your writing, write quickly without stopping. This is actually the free writing strategy, that to become to in order to uh, get expertise on writing, one must select a topic. For example, you are writing online exams, clear, and you have to write it. You select 15 minutes. For 15 minutes, you keep on writing. Write on relevant, irrelevant. You do not think and hindered. Once you have written everything, those things are called free writing, and later on we apply drafting and we can apply journalist writing to make it more logical. Clear? Webbing and chaining, keeping a journal means this is actually a technique by the writers, especially social media writers or creative writers, that whenever they find a hit idea, very innovative concept, watch some incident, listen to some remark relevant to this, many things come into their mind. They do have pen and pencil and short notebooks. They keep writing on small comments on it. These comments later on become key points for their writing, and they make research on these questions, and thus they become uh, accomplished writers. Fine. After this, coming precisely to the, so it is all about the writing skills and strategies. The detailed discussion is already given. Thank you very much.